Hello, my friend. Hopefully that you are doing great. Um, in the previous lesson, we just use Term browser, the main browser, to run our automation test. So, in case you want to run your test on the Firefox, on the Microsoft Edge, or on the Safari for Mac OS, so you need to know that's how to set it up and then how to run against those browser, right? Before we go for the Selenium grid, I just want to introduce for you how to run all the browser locally first. And then if you want to run locally for all the browser, you can try to set it up and then you can run yourself, okay? So it's just similar. So this is what we have before. So if you go back here in the util class that we already have, that we had the web driver utility class here, and we have get term driver here, right? And what we have, we just declare the path as the project location. We get the system, get property, user directory here. Then we will declare the term driver path from the current project to show the test term driver and where we put the term driver here. Then we will try to set the system set property webdriver.term.driver, and then we put the term driver back here. Then we try to return it. So we will do for the same thing. So let me try to introduce for you how to do it with the Firefox. Okay. So now let me try to comment down this one, and then I will uncomment this one. So you can see everything is just similar, right? But the only difference here is the get score, not term anymore, because to run automation test for Firefox, we need to use get score driver, right? And we return not the term driver, we return the Firefox driver. This is the new thing. One thing, two thing, okay? So that means the first step, we need to download the Getgo driver. So you go to Google and then you search Getgo driver here. You can see this is the GitHub. You click on it. So you see github.com Mozilla Getgo driver releases here. And then you can download the latest here. So if you go to the home page, you click on the tasks here. And then you click on the latest, scroll down, and for me, I will run on the Mac OS. So I will download the Mac OS here, you see, and then I will attract it. After I attract it, I will put to a new location. So for example, I put in the folder name Selenium grid here, and then I put the getCode driver here, right? So after I get the path from this project, and then I will try to go to Selenium grid here, get code driver here, Selenium grid, and then I specify get code driver. And then I just return the new Firefox driver here, okay? So we will try to run the same test suite like before, but let me try to double check whether we have everything okay. So I want to run in parallel and trust scout here. Let me try to open. So we have login 1 and login 2 here. I just want to put it to have something running in parallel. So everything seems to be on set now. So let me try to open the command to execute the test. Run test command here. I just want to copy here and I paste here, okay? So now, if I hit on run now, this utility class will return for me Firefox driver, okay? And you need to make sure that you have the Firefox browser that's installed on your machine, okay? So now I hit enter. So for Firefox, it may run a little slower than Chrome. So you can see we run in parallel to Firefox browser now open. And then we go to the application. Okay, everything is now okay, but the test fails because we try to make it fail. Here you see assert equal something failed here, so you can try to remove it. Try to remove it. Try to run again. So for Firefox, you see it's a little slower than compared to Chrome driver. You see it's run a little slow. Yeah, everything is now okay, and the test run fine, and it's bad because we remove the source failed. So this is the way we return the Firefox. Okay, so let's try to comment out. And for example, you want to run for Microsoft Edge. I don't have a Microsoft Edge because I'm using the macOS machine, but you can you can do yourself if you are on Windows machine. So there's a typo. So what do you want to do? That you will search something like Microsoft Edge driver, and you can see this is Microsoft Edge driver, and then you can download for something matches with your current Microsoft Edge version. So, and based on the architecture as well. For example, you click here and then you can see, and you can try to extract it. After that, you boot to some location like Selenium grid or something. It's up to you. So we will have something like Microsoft Edge. Here, let me try to extract it. So here is Microsoft Edge driver. So you specify Microsoft Edge driver.exe. Okay, if you are on the Windows machine. Okay, let me try to comment out. And as I remember, we can run in parallel for Microsoft Edge from the time I run this, but not sure why. But I don't think they changed about that. Okay, so if you want to run for Safari, so things will be easier because Safari driver is shipped with the macOS now. So before, I remember we need to, what I did, I tried to download the Safari driver, but now we don't need to do that, but we need to do one more thing. You see, we just return new Safari driver, that's enough, but we need to do one more thing. That's for Safari, you need to make sure you come here and then you click on the develop here. You need to click allow remote automation. Okay. So if you want to run for Safari, you need to make sure that you remove parallel here, and you need to remove the thrust count as well, right? And now, if I do that and I run again, you will see Safari will be open, and then we will run the script. The test method is not in parallel, just one by one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you see, everything is now okay, right? So let me try to summarize for you. So everything just similar for Chrome, Firefox, and Microsoft Edge. So what you need to do that you need to download the browser driver version, and then you boot to somewhere you try to declare like you did before for Chrome. But for Microsoft Edge and for Safari driver, we cannot run them in parallel. Okay, we will face some issue like the session will be hanged out or something like that. Okay, and one more thing for Safari, you need to allow remote automation like I have just showed you. Okay, so try to explore around to try to run on different browser, and from the next lesson I will show you how to run our test, distribute our test to Selenium grid system. Okay, so bye bye.